So bear with me for just a minute. I have to get some supplies. Literally just walked in, and we've got one of the dogs that is here that needs to have her bandage changed. So I have to do that. Doc and everybody else is over at the cabin having dinner. And then I think they're probably getting pretty close to finishing up, packing up at the clinic. I stayed, and everything was mostly all on the bus. Really quick, if somebody one time had said something that I didn't talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it. Vet wrap. Anytime you use vet wrap, always unroll it first, and then gently roll it back on. This way, if you don't do this, it is so very easy to put it on too tight and to restrict blood flow and cause lots and lots and lots of problems. This way, when it unrolls easily. And if the vet wrap that you have isn't long enough, then what you can do is what I'm going to do here. You take it, and you don't even need tape. Just take the two, get away from the words, take the two things, overlap them about that much. And what I do is I just kind of I pull it and push and squeeze and do that. And I rub the edges. And then now I've got one big piece. Because with her that we're doing here, she requires a lot of vet wrap. Really quick, the road trip. So East Coast, going towards New York. I'm going to do some videos this week. So when I do the videos with some of the dogs here, I hope you have friends out there that I tag them. We would really like to go out and meet some new people and get the hell away from here and get a little bit of a break. But we can't do it unless we can get 5 more dogs adopted, because I can't justify the expense of the trip if we're not going to cover expenses. So we're really hoping to be able to make that happen. And I know that I should have a dog here instead of just bandages, but I've got to get this ready. Usually there's 2 of us here for this, but unfortunately right now there's just one. And I'm going from memory on this bandage thing here. And then this stuff that I'm using, it's like for horses, but it's a non-adherent dressing. And so her arm's going to go through, so it needs to be here. Instead of using and trying to tape a bunch of non-adherent pads together and everything else, this just works because it's just one big piece. One more thing I got to grab. Bear with me here. Where the hell did it go? I almost said the F word, but I didn't. Oh, come on, dude. Where are you at? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't need this right now. Shit. Where the hell is it at? Having one of those days, folks. Oh, I know where it's at. Okay. All right. So this is insulin somebody had donated, and I've got to go get one last thing. So like I said, sorry about the boring, chaotic video, but this is our life. This is legit, like, race to do one thing, race to do the next thing. This is soybean cream, and it's commonly like a burn cream. Unfortunately, it's prescription, and this is the last of it. And a friend taught me a trick with it, and it's honestly, and there's probably going to be somebody out there, maybe it's a vet, maybe it's whatever, and they're like, that's stupid, that doesn't work, that doesn't whatever. Okay, all I know is I have a friend that she's a vet tech, and she deals with a lot of wound stuff, and she turned me on to this, and we've had a lot of horrible wounds come in, and usually we'll use like a honey compress, and that normally works wonders. This little concoction of the sulfur sulfidine cream and insulin, 1 cc mixed in with this. I'm gonna put this on the wound, and as far as like healing, all I can tell you is that since we've been using this, the wound has been healing really, really well. So now onto the dog that's actually going to come on the table in a moment here. She got attacked by something, and people absolutely couldn't afford a vet, and tried to suture it up, but there was so much bruising and so much damage that it wouldn't hold. So, hey Shannon, could you help me hold her for just a second? I'll just pet her faces. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. Come on, I don't have time for this shit. I'm doing a video. Come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, yes. Come on, Grandmama. Come on. Come on. Come on, honey. You gotta come up, okay? Come on. Oh, God. Come on, sweetie. There you go. Oh. So, for the first 2 days that she was here, she literally didn't move. She was in so much pain, and even with pain meds and stuff, she was so jacked up that she didn't move. And then, how long have we had her? Like, what, a month, probably? So this was twice a day. Now it's once a day. I'll show you the wound real quick, and then I won't leave it on because it's kind of gnarly, but it is looking so much better between using the silver sulfidine cream stuff and the insulin and doing laser treatments. This wound was yellow and gnarly, and it was about that much bigger. It's starting to all granulate now and close in, and we thought she wasn't going to make it quite a few times, but she is, huh? Yeah, she's doing so good. Yeah, you got to turn this way. Yeah, I know. Here, lady. There you go. So what we do is once a day we take and put this cream on it. But the tissue's starting to granulate. It's starting to form new skin and filling in. And she's got a positive attitude with it. And she likes going for her little walks during the day. And basically what we do, and I'll turn her around again just so everybody can kind of see what we did now. Come here, sweetheart. Turn around again. Oh, yeah. Come on, Grandmama. So you can see, basically, we just coated that with that white cream. And then I cut the hole for a little leg hole. Come on. There we go. And then we put that there. Yeah, normally I have to, when I like, literally when I do a video and Shannon here is working, I'll say, all right, I'm doing a video now, Shannon, don't say, and then I'll say like the F word and this word and that word. So yeah, and then we just wrap her. And she was doing this twice a day. Now we're down to, I know, thank you. I know, but I got to cut this. And I'd rather do it without your tongue in my mouth, if at all possible. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. But now we're down to just once a day. Yeah, once a day, and it's looking so good. I thought we were going to have to put her down. Like the one day I called the dude, and because they were, checking on her every day, and they come up and they visit her and stuff. And there's no way they could afford the vet costs of what a vet would charge to do all of this. And we don't charge anything, just materials, if that. But it got to where at one point I just told him, like, dude, you need to like seriously get prepared because this wound is just looking horrible. But she was still eating. We syringe fed her for, I think it was what, 3 days?
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days of syringe feeding her and giving her fluids and stuff. And then she started eating a little bit. And then things were looking better. And then things were looking worse. And then we started doing the insulin and the SSD stuff. And things started to turn around. And now wound's looking great. Every day it looks better. So between that and the laser therapy, and then the other thing too, if you're doing these bandages, when you get done with this stuff, I don't think you ever really need tape, as long as you just take and run your fingernail across the edges where they overlap. It kind of just makes everything seal up. So yeah, good weekend. 140 animals spayed or neutered. We this is her love language. I gotta show this. I hope she keeps doing it for just a little bit longer. You gonna do it again? Oh shit! I got it the wrong way. You gonna do it again?
No.
No, you're not gonna chew. So she has her owner's. The little microphone thing fell apart again. Damn it! Is it working? Yeah. No, shit. Piece of crap. Sorry. Anyways, she has this thing where she chews on your arm, and the owner said that it's her love language. But yeah, so that's Sweetie. She started to do it. So yeah, it was a good weekend. We rescued a bunch of cats and kittens, and the cat room was like overflowing. But our cat coordinator was able to get a transport for some bottle kittens that we took in. We don't have room for. And our sick kitten with an upper respiratory that we took in that we don't have room for. So Wanda's been here with staff, and they've been shuffling stuff around, trying to get things moved so we can take them all in. But like cat-wise, we were so over capacity. And then we've got this little girl that got hit by a car that the docs kind of looked at today, and she's on pain meds. She's gonna have to go and get x-rays, get that figured out. But yeah, thanks to everybody that helped to make this weekend possible, mainly all of you, and Scotty at the fitness center, and Dana for bringing food, and Carl for cooking food yesterday, and the people that dropped off drinks, and for everybody that came out and brought their animals and all that good stuff. So yeah, 140 animals. Dr. Jess, Dr. Cannon, and their team kicked ass. Wanda, my lovely wife, for holding down the fort and dealing with all the stuff here that had to be dealt with, and she's trying to hide. We're going to catch her on camera. She really wants to go on an East Coast trip, but that means people need to adopt some animals. Yeah, and with that, I'm going to grab a beer because I deserved it.